Thanks for staying with us. It's time to go to the press and see what the headlines are this morning. Today is Salah, so Barakadi Salah to everybody. We are being joined by Mr. Jide Johnson, a public affairs analyst. Good morning and welcome to the program, Mr. Johnson.
Good morning and back as this Salah to our Muslim brothers and sisters. The pleasure to be with you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's begin with the Punch newspaper. At Salah, Tinubu promises economic rebound, urges prayers for soldiers. The writer here is IG moves to secure Eid prayers as governors, Atiku, others greet Muslims, gridlock worsens. So our president is promising us economic rebound and is urging prayers for the soldiers. So I don't know if you've seen the indices that will indicate that we will really have this rebound, and while we should be looking for prayers for our soldiers that should be equipped enough to play the role that they need to play. I'd like you to comment on that as we celebrate Salah.
Well, it's for the good of every Nigerian, for the economy to take shape. Like I said, offset, I'm using natural light for this particular program because there's no light, and then you can imagine what effect it will have on all small and medium scale enterprise and even the manufacturing sector. So it's important for our economy to get its footing, which makes it better for every Nigerian. And doing that, the president must focus on governance and not politicking. I think, unfortunately, over the last 1 year, emphasis has been on politicking other than governance. And as a result of that, we have found ourselves where we have found ourselves. The president still have 2 years in his first term to correct this anomaly and ensure that the entire focus is on governance and how to redirect the Nigerian economy. On the issue of everything needs prayers, no doubt about that. But the most important thing is that any action, any divine intervention requires human action. If you pray and you don't do what you're supposed to do, and you will not get any result. Even if it's by prayer, Nigeria is one of the most religious countries you can ever think of in the whole world. Every day of the week, people go to church, they go to mosques, they go to special mountains for different types of prayer. By prayer alone, all our problems will be solved. You need both human and divine connection to solve problems, particularly security problems where you require equipment, you require intelligence. Beyond prayer, there should be some high level of coordination. So as far as I'm concerned, there's the need for prayer. There's also the need for us to do what we're supposed to do.
Okay, still staying with the Punch newspaper. Trump's new bill may slash Nigeria's $21 billion remittances. That's a small headlines at the top right corner there. Trump's new bill may slash Nigeria's $21 billion remittances.
If you can take that again, I can't pick it up.
Trump's new bill may slash Nigeria's $21 billion remittances. That's a headline there, top right corner.
Okay. The American president, Donald Trump, his new bill. Okay.
Yeah.
In any case, you understand that what he campaigned for is what is going up. He said he's going to restructure American trade bill that America has been taking advantage of. So whatever is coming out now shouldn't be as a surprise. Trump was sworn in January, and this is the 5th month into this administration. And if those that are directing our affairs have not taken steps to address whatever shockwave his tariff plan will do to Nigeria, then you can't blame America. You blame those that are in Nigeria for not doing the needful. Because what Trump campaigned on is what he's doing, changing the trade deal with every country in the world that America has been taking advantage of, and that is going to negotiate all the deals. When he said so during his campaign train, and when he embarked on it during the first 100 days of his administration, I was wondering if America, with the systemic, organic government structure, is taking advantage of Who are those that are taking advantage of Nigeria? I've never seen my president across board. I'm not limiting it to the present president. Talking about treaties, how we need to negotiate treaties with all types of countries, because it's an eye-opener for me that America is taking advantage of. Then definitely there will be those people that are taking advantage of Nigeria, either locally or internationally. So for me, it didn't come to me as a surprise. The bottom line is in international trade, you must be ready for this type of shock waves. What are the steps you have taken to address this policy change? Once there's a personal change and there's a party change in international trade and international relations, you should expect some changes based on the economic blueprint of whoever becomes the president of the United States of America.
Okay. Another headline there is USSD war. Telcos oppose airtime charges for bank transfers.
Telcos does what?
Telcos oppose airtime charges for bank transfers.
I don't seem to understand. Now someone sends you money, the bank deducts, they charge you. You send money to someone, they charge you, they charge the person you have sent money to, and they give you all manners of 12 naira, 60 kobo, 12 naira, 10 naira. Those look insignificant to you and I. The interesting thing is, if you take 10 naira from me, and they take 10 naira from you, from transaction that exchange between you and I, that's 20 naira. Now, if you take that from 10 million Nigerians in a month as a bank, without doing anything, look at the amount of money you have made. And that's why the banks are the ones that are contributing, that are making each profit at the expense of the manufacturing sector. Our economy is run by bankers in the private sector, and in the public sector, look at the bulk of those that are in charge of the economic team of the present administration. It is made of bankers. And what do bankers think about? They think about the bottom line, about making profit, about looking at. So there are so many hidden charges that you and I, because it is in units, it doesn't 10 naira. You just look at, they take 10 naira out of your account. What significance does it have to you? If they deduct 100 naira monthly from your account, and imagine if a bank has, let's say, that 20 million subscribers, let me be conservative, 20 million accounts, and they take 100 naira from it on monthly basis. 100 naira times 20 million. So if they take 100 naira from your account and my account, will be one. That's why the banks at the end of the year, they declare fantastic profit, which even the government cannot make, which even the manufacturing sector cannot make. And that's why our economy is a service economy. Service economy cannot grow, and that's why you have not seen any growth. That's why the banks are not even giving money to both local private investors and internet, both small and medium scale enterprise, because which their money is not coming from the interest from loans and the rest of it, which was the first reason why banks were established. Banks were established, one, for savings, and two, for those that need loans to run their business to go to it. The bulk of the money that banks are making are coming from hidden charges and deductions. And this has to stop.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes you do a transaction and then you find out, at least I've been finding that out, that you see a statement that you have been removed, you have been charged 300 naira, for instance, for federal government, whatever they call it. And they say it is after you do transactions, like 5 transactions, then they take 300 naira. So if you're dividing 300 naira by 5 transactions, that's about 60 naira they're taking from your account. I was saying the other day that somebody was in dire need of 10,000 naira, and that was what the person posted, 10,000 naira. And someone sent the 10,000 naira to her, and then the bank removed its own, federal government removed their own, and all that, and there was a short of just 50 naira. And then
what does the government have to do with my money? Is my money that I deposited in the bank. Do I take money from federal government? And then when we talk about the government, who is the government? It's you and I that is the government. You see some of the policies that have been done in the past, and that's why sometimes people don't have pity party for some of these former CBN governors or government officials when they run into trouble. You could see that there's a level of apathy that people develop over time. When these people are in government, when they are serving the interest of their masters, they don't think of the interest of the mass. Now, even at the banks, even in the past, you and I know that banks pays interest on your savings. If you operate a savings account, you are entitled to interest. Now, what we are now having is that if you take your money to the bank, the money you take, the value of the money that you take to the bank for savings will depreciate other than appreciate over time. And that's the reason why a lot of money are outside of the banking sector. A lot of money goes through the informal financial sector. And that's why the Naira has not gained momentum. It has not gained any strength because a lot of people don't take their money to the bank. Because once you take your money to the bank, the value of your money is depreciated by various charges. What does government need to make money from me for my financial transaction, or government should help me in my financial transaction? So the banks will take their own. The central bank representing the federal government will take its own. The central bank was not designed to make profit. The central bank was designed to ensure that there is control over the financial sector, that the financial sector does not collapse, so that you can the monetary policy of your country can be stable in order to sustain your fiscal policy. But that has changed. It has been seen as a money-making venture, an opportunity to exploit the citizen. And unfortunately, it is not every Nigerian, it is not every citizen that understands this concept. And those that were led into the National Assembly to be our voices, to be our representative, are not even looking into this direction. All what they do is, anytime the president comes to address them, they stand up and they sing, "On your mandate we stand." Or when they have a gathering and so up, the Senate president will move the motion that the president is automatically the sole candidate for the APC, and then the speaker will endorse that. It will say that it's just that, are they House of Representatives? Are they representing you and I? Are they legislating on our behalf? These are the things that these people should be talking about. If you look at what has characterized the big beautiful bill in America that has brought a divide between Elon Musk's two friends that have become strange bedfellow in the last 48 hours, and you could see how senators like Rand Paul, House of Rep member like Chip Roy, and Thomas Massey, Rep member like Thomas Massey, talking about them even being Republican, saying that they are not going to be part and parcel of the bill, and because the bill has raised the debt ceiling, and the goal is for them is to balance the budget. Can you have such robust debate in Nigeria? No.
Well, let's see if we can quickly take this one. And it's still on charges that we are facing. Some sectors of, unfortunately, some sectors of our, some people are complaining about we are going to the Guardian newspaper now. The 5% deduction, marketers fault 5% petrol tax, seek amnesty for refiners. Remember that they were talking about this tax of 5% so that they can use it for road maintenance and the rest of those things. And now marketers are saying that they shouldn't be paying this 5% and they should have amnesty for the refiners. I don't know what you think about this 5% reduction, deductions for every charge, every fuel pump price charge that refiners or filling stations are selling. So they take 5% tax so that they can prepare the roads.
I think what government is doing in Nigeria is not public service. I think Nigerian government is run as a money-making venture. What surprised me most is that I saw in this conversation concerning the American big beautiful bill, that inside the bill there's still subsidy, oil and gas subsidy in America. And I was shocked that whereas in Nigeria they removed the subsidy, The United States of America, there's subsidy. And then I also saw that there's a tax credit of 7,000 naira for electric, which is called the EV mandate. If you buy an electric vehicle, there is a $7,000 per EV. I was shocked. Here we are in our own country, where the roads are not good, where the services are not prompt, like you have in the United States of America, where the citizens don't even have any social security benefits, and government is taking away all kind of benefits that the citizen can enjoy. Where there is no Medicaid, oh my goodness, and you have the government taking this 5%. Why would the price of petroleum not go up? Putting charges on whatever transaction you and I are doing in the bank, asking telcos to increase their tariff, removing electricity subsidy. What is the thing that we are enjoying in this country from government? You know, it's like we put government in place to make life difficult for us. Whereas the sole purpose of government is to make life easy for a citizenry. But unfortunately, there's a cost on Nigerians and on Africans that what democracy has given to us. Because even some of these initiatives that have been taken by elected representatives of the people, even under military regime, the military regime are circumspect in even introducing some of these draconian policies that is making life difficult for the people. That those that we have elected into office find it so easy to have this regard for you and I, to have no respect for you and I, to have no compassion for you and I, in introducing these policies that deliberately and surreptitiously take money from you and I, and then live large while we live in hollow poverty. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And that is what is called the cost of government. It's called the cost of government because government is meant to make life easier for you and I. Yet, what do we have to show for it in return? It is those that we have elected that makes life difficult for us. So we do think we pay the 5% on that petroleum, but who is paying the money for the transaction, the charges that the banks are collecting, the one that the telco company are collecting, the one that the electricity company are collecting on electricity. Where is even the electricity?
Well, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, really, that even a full segment of a program, we're talking only about charges that the government is charging its people and how life is made really difficult.
Why should government be charging its people? Government should be giving its people benefit. There is social security in the United States of America.
They give us rights.
Medicaid in America.
They give us rights.
Subsidy. I told you about different subsidy, and these people will lie to us that as if this thing does not exist. If Americans are enjoying subsidy, they are enjoying Medicaid, what is it that we are enjoying in this country?
They're giving us rice. It's rice they're giving us, so don't worry, they're still taking care of it.
Yeah, you're right. They give us rice and they buy NAPEP. Yeah. They distribute NAPEP. They buy sewing machine, they buy grinding machine, and they give that. They don't invest in agriculture. They don't invest in every other thing.
They don't even train the people that they give this thing.
Day, we owe the blessings of this Salah day.
Amen.
We make Nigerian government to think that the sacrifice we have made. You know, the whole essence of today is the sacrifice that Ibrahim made, according to the Muslim narrative, that he made with his son, that God substituted with a ram, that established a covenant that he will bless him. I hope this sacrifice of today we ensure that these people will give Nigeria a better day. After all, it's a Muslim ticket.
Amen. Amen to that. Well, thank you, Mr. Johnson, for your time this morning. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you,
Barakah the Salah.
After the program, you go and meet your Muslim brothers and enjoy the Salah.
If I can find meat. It's all right. Okay, we'll be talking with Mr. Jide Johnson, the public affairs analyst. We'll take a break now, and when we return, we'll be looking at some other issues. Stay with us.